Okay, everyone, sorry. We are delayed here today because it's a little bit earlier than our usual streams, isn't it, Pete? Like 9 a.m. here for me, 6 for you.
Yeah, I have real issues with the Olympic committee scheduling committee right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the East Coast, it's okay. It's what, almost 9 a.m. for us. A lot of us are getting up for work. I normally get up a little bit later. Well, I get up around this time because I work more in the afternoon, but if you're on the West Coast, it's 5:50 a.m. So congratulations, you're a U.S. men's national team sicko. But let's be honest, this is a pretty big game. I would argue this is the second biggest game of the summer.
Yeah,
The second biggest game of the summer. The biggest one being Uruguay that we lost because that one was to go through the group stage. This one's to make it to the Olympic semifinals. Once we're in the semifinals, we are one win away from a medal, which would be historic for the man's program. And I want to get your take on this, Pete, because I said this on the 7 things we learned, and I think everyone agreed, but I want to get your take. In 2019, Greg Berhalter said he wanted to change the way the world sees American soccer. After failing to do so, he changed and said he wanted to change the way Americans see American soccer. Would you agree that this team getting a medal could actually do that? Not globally, the world wouldn't give a shit, but it could change how a certain amount of Americans see the U.S. men's national team because a lot of the casual sports fans, they don't really understand Olympics or World Cup. It's just kind of like a soccer
yeah,
competition. Getting a medal all of a sudden, it's like, hey, maybe these guys are good. Maybe we don't suck. The women's get a medal, but the men's get a medal too. Do you
yeah. We
think that
said
would have
this
any
uh,
impact?
a year leading up to this Olympics that for the casual, it's oh wait the men got a medal. Oh wait, are we good at soccer now? That's the casual, right? Are our guys because we always knew our women were good. Which, by the way, obviously it's early on, but they're playing really well. The women under new coach Emma Hayes, so that's exciting. But you know, that's what we want, right? We want the casuals thinking we're good because Americans love a winner. And so this team has a chance to win today. It's not going to make waves necessarily because it's not a quote unquote big team. It's Morocco, but that means the next match is for a medal, which would be exciting. And again, we said before the Olympics that it wouldn't it doesn't take much to medal. Like this terrible Mexico team medaled in 2021. So even though it doesn't mean this team is full of world class players or that any of them are going to go on to be anything, the Olympics is wild and weird. But 100%, 6 years of Greg Berhalter, and it looks like Mitrovic has done in 6 weeks or less what he promised to do in 6 years.
Yeah, what the thing with the Olympics is it's a youth tournament, so obviously you always prefer for them to win senior team games, right? So but I would argue in terms of prestige, it's a far better accomplishment. I'm not saying it's bigger, but it's a better accomplishment than winning a CONCACAF Nations League or Gold Cup.
Oh, for
Winning
sure.
it and even a medal, just in terms of like history and I mean I know this from my Brazilian side that Brazil, that was one thing that really bothered Brazil over the years because Brazil up to 2016 had never won an Olympic gold medal, and that really bugged Brazil. Even though it was a youth tournament, it was literally the only tournament Brazil had never won in soccer, and that's why they took Neymar to that Olympics in Rio. They took the best players they could, and they beat Germany in the final. And you saw a very emotional Neymar at the end because it was just like, you got to win this. It is a youth tournament, and it's nothing that that's like we win it and we're, if the future is bright, we got. That's not what we
No.
mean. As a matter of fact, many of the players in this team will probably not be in the senior team ever, or well, they've some of them have been already, but not being consistent or been or might never. We might actually not have any U.S. men's national team starters here. That's a fair assumption.
Yeah, I
None.
mean maybe a January camp starter or two. Um, Although it'd be interesting to see what the new coach thinks about January cap when they tell him you have to play a game. He's like, but all my players, I'm not saying he's German. I'm just going, all my players are in Europe. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry. We have all these MLS guys. But they are not national team players. You're just calling them up for no reason. Yeah, that's how it works. I don't think so about this one. Oh, but we have a TV contract. We have to do it. Oh, that's really shit. I wish you had told me this before I got the contract.
I can see him being bothered, or if he's a very smart coach, which I'm hoping it'll be, he'll just say, "Okay, I'm only looking at U21 MLS players. This is a U21 camp now.
Yeah, there you go. Although even then, he might struggle to fill our roster. A lot of our good U21s they take off, and even some not so good ones, right? Like Wiley's not there anymore, right? For example.
Yeah, but I guess like the best way to put it is like it'll probably be a bad roster, but if you make it U21, it might be worth like a player or two, right? You can
Sure.
still get a few like Esmir Bajakterovic and use it for recruiting.
Yeah.
That would make it worth it. Or you build like a 23-man roster with those guys, and then you get like two or three veterans just to close up the
Well,
roster.
let me try that right now. You could get uh, Chris Brady or Gavin Beavers in goal. Right
That's
back
already
could be
good.
that's already good. Right back could be, I guess, Harriel because there's not many options.
Uh,
Left back could be Peyton Miller or
mhm.
Nolan Norris, who's currently with the U20s. Center backs could be
Jalen
Matthias
Neal
Bonnie and Noah Cobb.
and Jalen
Right.
Neal.
Jalen Neal's also there. Midfielders, you can have Jack McGlynn right now, certainly.
Atencio.
Atencio, Kremaski,
Mhm,
Sakiris, Luna, even though he's not under 21, under 23, you could say.
mhm.
Luna could play there. That's already four guys that could play. On the wings,
Bajakterovic.
Barachterovic, maybe Christian Fletcher over at DC. I'm trying to think of MLS wingers right now.
Yeah, the thing is, you just made up a lot of names right there. Not made up. You just called a lot of names that would be a lot more useful than bringing Zimmerman, Miles, Roldan, Morris, Ariel. Like these guys, most won't pan out for the national team. That is true. But if you bring them in, maybe one or two, and that's literally what Camp Cupcake should be for. Get one or two
Especially if
guys.
you're playing like a Guatemala. You know what I mean? Like they're poor teams, then you should play your young kids to give them some experience.
Hmm. But everyone, Brazilian Fury is saying today he woke up American-ish. He's Brazilian American. Hopefully, we slowly start to drive him my way, and we just become both. Like we root for both. But before we continue, I was actually instead of playing the ad, I can't play because I can't adjust the location of my computer to Florida. But Pete, Underdog Fantasy picks real quick before they start the game. And
Oh yeah,
everyone, if you want to join Underdog Fantasy and play as well, the link is in the description with our promo code tactical. No, actually, it's TMTV. It's all in the description. Patrick Schulte, goals allowed, saves, goals allowed, saves. I'm gonna say less than 2 goals allowed.
okay,
I want to
yeah,
believe that we're not going to concede more than 2 goals, even though that would require very good defending. But I think we did a good job against France. The 3 goals we conceded against France shouldn't have been three.
yeah,
Um, I think we can do it. Also, this is a knockout game. We're gonna see the teams play a lot safer, right? It's
yeah.
knockout. Let's see what else can we go here. Sophia Rahimi, I think that's their right winger. Who is he? Oh, that's their center forward. I'm not picking for lower because he might be the 1-2 score.
Yeah.
Duncan McGuire, lower. McGuire lower than a
No,
goal.
but if he's not starting, that he doesn't count. I think they have to play a certain amount of minutes to count.
Oh, okay. So let's leave him out because hopefully he doesn't play at all. Mihailovic higher than a goal. No, Paredes. Ezra Rulli, that's their left winger. I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna go lower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impacting the Schulte one because I put goals conceded. So I'm just gonna do this with Schulte. Lower than 3 saves or less. 3 saves or less. Um,
All
I
right.
need one more pick. They're all crap, dude.
Who's the other one? Yeah, they don't give good options here on this
Yeah,
game.
the Olympics is not
What was the
giving good
second one
options.
you picked?
It was this guy scoring less than a goal. Their left winger scoring less than a goal.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with maybe their goalkeeper making. Um, we're gonna score 2 goals today, so I'm putting that. We're gonna score 2 goals. Okay, so guys, if I enter this one, if I enter $20, I would make $116 on this one if I
Hang
win.
on. Did you say El Wahidi was their left winger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Ezal Zului, Abde Ezal Zuli.
Ah, El Azuri. All I have is 0.5 goals higher.
I have lower.
Weird. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, my picks were through. So guys, so I did fix the location. So $20, I'll get 116. Their left winger cannot score. Abed Azaloui. Patrick Schulte has to keep it 3 saves or lower, and we have to score 2 goals today. We have to score 2 goals.
Where's the other
Oh,
one that we have to score 2 goals to win? You mean?
yeah. I picked the goalkeeper to concede 2 goals or more. The Moroccan
Ah,
goalkeeper.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So everyone, Underdog Fantasy, if you want to play, the link is in the description. The promo code is TMTV. Link in the description if you want to play. Jeff Bezos saying Schulte is a Dutch name, my guy. Is it?
Schulte sounds German.
Is it really?
Patrick Schulte. It sounds German to me, like Schultz, or maybe it is Dutch. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. I really wouldn't be able to tell. But everyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to drop a like. This is the quarterfinal of the Olympics. Don't forget to drop a like in this stream. It's a great way to support the channel for free. The more likes we get, the further this video reaches U.S. fans, soccer fans in general, in the well, not just in the United States. Anyone interested? They're saying, Tack, I thought you were a serial hater. Why did you pick Schulte to have less than 3 saves? Well, the reason I picked that is because I don't think Morocco will hit 5 shots on target or so. Just what I'm thinking. I'm also. Here's the thing, guys. The problem with making underdog picks in U.S. games is I don't like making picks that require an American failing or that require us losing, because then all of a sudden you start to have conflict of interest where I want us to win, but at the same time I want to make money on it. So I usually try to, and very often this comes back to bite me, but that's who I'm going with.
Yeah.
Queen Nadra saying, who are your pick as a gaffer? Our coach for the U.S. men's national team? I mean, we talked about this extensively, right? Me and Pete. If we go if we don't have that big of a budget, and in terms of interest, also because big names might not want it. We talked about Hervé Renard many times. Now, if we can attract interest, I mean, I would love for us to get a Pochettino, a Tuchel, Klopp, like these big name managers that have experience at the highest level, that bring also a lot of interest with them and respect. So if I had to pick Tuchel, Pochettino, Klopp, these are guys that are unemployed and they're big name with big accomplishments throughout their career. But if you go realistic, Hervé Renard would be my pick. I don't know if you want to add to anything besides that, Pete.
Yeah, Matarazzo would be another one. After, I would probably prefer Renard, but Matarazzo has shown some things. Other realistic or not options, maybe Yogi Low, Thomas Tuchel, Pochettino, whether they're realistic. I mean, they're realistic if we have the budget. Whether or not they want to is a different story, but certainly it's realistic if you have that kind of money. It's about pitching and getting them interested. So,
and Klopp is not retired, by the way, just to make that clear.
No, Klopp is not retired. I doubt we're going to get Klopp. But
before we start the game too, Pete, a couple things. The starting 11, we didn't even talk about it. Back line, as good as it can get with this roster, in my opinion, right? Goalkeeper Schulte, we're going with him. Double pivot with Jack McGlynn and Tanner Tessman. That is better. Dietz is benched and Jack McGlynn comes in. I like that move. I thought Jack McGlynn has played very well. Mihailovic still starting for some reason, maybe because he hit a free kick. That's usually what it is. And the front three, Griffin Yao, Paxton Aronson, and Paredes. Essentially just Mihailovic for Booth. Besides that, this is the best lineup we've put all tournament long.
Yeah, we've gotten better over time. Benching Duncan was a huge W for this team.
So you're telling me that benching a player that's barely professional is a good thing? I put on the 7 things. I said Paxton Aronson is the false 9 of this team, and Duncan McGuire is the false pro. That's how it works.
Yeah, it's better to have a better player out of position than a worse player in position. That's just the truth.
And the game just started here for me, United States versus Morocco. And Jeff Bezos says, I'm from the Netherlands. I watched Des play since he was young and became interested in the U.S. men's national team. Schulte is a Dutch name with a very harsh G. Schulte?
There's no G in it, though. Maybe you can give us... Where's Geography Jeff when you need him?
He's sleeping. had a crazy night, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, he had a spicy night.
That's interesting that Jeff Bezos' account, he's Dutch, but because of Des, he got some interest in the U.S. men's national team, and he's been following along. I mean, I find it that's awesome, in my opinion. That's awesome.
Jeff, I'm coming to Amsterdam next month, so if you have any suggestions for what to check out.
Okay, the U.S. already getting a low cross here with Jordi Mihailovic, and we get a corner right away in the first minute of the game. We got to start with intensity. I was hoping to see Kevin Paredes play on the left. I think he's playing on the right. mainly to track back Hakimi.
Yeah,
Um,
it looks like Yao is on the left.
yeah, I
Paxton on
don't
the
want
false nine.
Yao to be the one. Also, we'll see. Corner kick for the U.S. And Jack McGlynn taking the corner, Pete. Jack McGlynn.
Almost as though he can do a better job.
But look at that. A coach that sees and adapts. Look at that.
I know.
Right? Hey, Walker Zimmerman was pulled by Amir Richardson, actually, the dual national American. I mean, it's a soft pull, but the dude is like grabbing his jersey. And then the ref called a foul on Walker Zimmerman for hitting the goalkeeper after he was pulled.
It's karma for the Jamaica game. All right, I'm going to be in and out. I'm still recovering from strep throat.
Go
So,
get some rest. I'll see you at halftime. See you soon.
all right, see ya.
All right, everyone. Big game here for the United States. Quarterfinals against Morocco for the Olympics. Semifinals. All right. Someone explained to me how the Moroccans are allowed at the game after rushing the field multiple times. Well, it was the fans, right? Oh, you mean the fans? Yeah, I don't know, man. Security in the Olympics has been weird. This Olympics has had some very weird moments and some very amazing moments too, some highlights. But in terms of security, did you see also the people puking after swimming in that disgusting river? And they're saying McGlynn is miles better than Mihailovic. I've been liking McGlynn a lot better than Mihailovic, honestly. On the ball, on set pieces, I thought McGlynn has been really good throughout the tournament. And I'm a guy that's always been very critical of Jack McGlynn. I think he's very slow. He's not that good, like very press resistant. But I mean, and here comes Hakimi. Hakimi for Morocco, driving inside. Good defense from John Token, able to put it out for a throw in for Morocco here, 3 minutes into the game. Hakimi's trying to get fired up. We got to do a good job of Hakimi. Obviously, Hakimi is their superstar player, the PSG right back. Good going forward, good defending. If I'm not mistaken, Hakimi came out of the Real Madrid academy, Castilla, right? That's where he played. All right. And remember, if the United States wins, we play on Monday in the semifinals. That's the first game worth in a medal. But let's focus on this game. Corner kick for Morocco. Hakimi will take it. Ball delivered, cleared by John Token. Oh, Token's down. That hit his head in an awkward way. What happened? Was there a rock in the ball? Like, what happened? It seemed like a pretty normal header. Didn't it? I don't know what happened with John Token right there. It seemed like a very normal header, and he just went down with it. It was also a header from distance. That was a bit weird. I don't know why Token was down. Okay, but yeah, everyone asking, the lineup that the US put today is the best lineup we've put out throughout the tournament. The best lineup. And everyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. I don't know how many likes we have, but if we get it, I mean, if we get it to what, 500 likes, I'll do some commentary in Portuguese if you guys want to. 122 only? Only? We have 600 people here. How is it only at 122 guys? Those likes are what helps the channel because that's what pushes it further. And Caleb Wiley's warming up. I don't know if Token's okay. We'll see. Spicy Jeff, good morning, Spicy Jeff. And he's saying, Tack, are you going to eat a banana for breakfast? No, Spicy Jeff. I usually eat for breakfast. I like eating eggs with ground beef. So I just put like ground beef, eggs, scrambled eggs, that, a coffee, and I'm good to go for my day. People eat just a banana? Just a banana for breakfast? That's it? 6 a.m. in California. Guys, if y'all are in the West Coast, bravo. Props to you. You're a U.S. men's national team. Sicko, if you're up. 231 likes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We're almost at 300. We'll get there. Yes, there you go. Once we hit 500 likes, the U.S. is going to score. Usually it's at 1,000, but the Olympic streams are not as big as the U.S. men's national team streams. Jeff Bezos is saying the CH on Schulte's name is a harsh G, so it's Shoji. No, Jolty. Is it Jolty? Is that how you say it? Patrick Jolty. Okay, Tolkien clears it. Paxton Aronson. Oh, nice move from Paxton. Gets fouled by Hakimi. Good move to break the press right there. Again, that's what we talked about. Paxton Aronson playing outside of his natural position, like essentially as a center forward, false nine, is still better than a Duncan McGuire playing as a center forward in his natural position. Actually, Duncan McGuire is in his natural position right now, the bench. Good switch from man. I'm liking McGlynn. Kevin Paredes goes back. That's cool. Play it safe, man. McGlynn. If McGlynn can improve in tight spaces, man, I don't know. One second, got to take notes here. So free kick here for the United States, and in the 7 minutes and 30 seconds. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And is it going to be McGlynn or is it going to be Mihailovic? I've been liking McGlynn's set pieces more than Mihailovic. I think it might be McGlynn. It might be Jack McGlynn that'll take this one. Let's see. Jack McGlynn, 8 minutes here into the game. Still 0-0. Yep. It's McGlynn. McGlynn with the delivery. Zimmerman has it inside. Go. Ooh. Oh, my God. Paxton Aronson. You have to finish those chances. Good header from Walker. And he was offside. He was offside. Good switch from McGlynn. Good header from Walker Zimmerman to set up Paxton Aronson for kind of like a side back-heeled finish that goes out of bounds. He was offside anyway, and he missed the target. But hey, most dangerous play here in the first half. Most dangerous play here in the first half. Hakimi with the ball. Goes long. So far, so good. So far, we're playing well. Patrick Jolty or Jolty, however way. Listen, Jeff Bezos, it's going to be hard for me to pronounce this name in Dutch. Let's say I'm not that good at Dutch. I'm not a Dutch man. I'm really good with my German pronunciations, though. Very good these days. Amir Richardson against Kevin Paredes. Amir Richardson is an American dual national, by the way. He's the son of an NBA player, Amir Richardson, that plays for Morocco. American dual national. Man, I was so sleepy when I started the stream. So sleepy. So sleepy. I should probably have had something stronger than coffee. Something stronger than coffee. No. I'm not saying to have Coca-Cola. If you know what I'm saying. I'm saying coffee. Mike X Stat is saying no. In Schulte, the CH sounds more like a GH. Schulte. So it's Jolty, right? Schulte. Guys, let me just say Schulte. It's just easier. Let me just say Schulte. How tall is Amir Richardson? Amir Richardson is 6'5". He's a 6'5" midfielder. That's really tall for a soccer player. Amir Richardson in the midfield of Morocco, the son of a former NBA player. He is 6'5". That's tall. That's very tall. Very, very tall. White powder taco? No. Just coffee, man. Just having coffee. I don't recommend Coca-Cola in the morning. I don't recommend Coca-Cola ever, actually. Ever. They said Richardson looks 6'10". I don't think he's 6'10". I think he's 6'5". But the dude is big, man. Like, Tenor Testament is already a tall player. And he's standing right there next to Tenor. The dude is tall. I'll tell you that. That's one big mother liquor right there. Very big mother liquor. Some might say the biggest mother liquor on the field right now. Okay, back to the game here. I'm at minute 11 and 18 seconds. Morocco in possession. The U.S. sitting not really a low block. We're not sitting on a low block. It's more or less the way we played against what's the name? Against France. It's how we faced France. More of that mid block that looks like a 4-4-2 at times. Oh crap. This could be dangerous. Morocco, a good recovery there from Miles Robinson. That'll be a corner kick for Morocco. Corner kick for Morocco. Tack wants that Coca-Cola sponsorship. Man, I would love to. I would love to. You know, these big brands pay well. They pay well. So I would love to have Coca-Cola sponsor me. I mean, look, they have a lot of sugar in their drink, so I can't drink Coca-Cola all the time. But I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy a nice Coca-Cola. Okay, short corner for Morocco. Hakimi. Oh, it's a set play. Good set play. Saved by Patrick Schulte. That was a big time save right there. Big time save from Patrick Schulte. Or Jolte. Very well taken set piece. And then a good save, sending it to another corner. Corner for Morocco here. Hakimi on set pieces. Hakimi will take it. Another short, clear this time by, I think it was Harriel. Clear by Harriel. Great save by Patrick Schulte. And then very well coached team here, Morocco. Some good set pieces, well set plays, very well organized. Amir Richardson, dispossessed. Token. What? What a soft call, ref. What a soft call. That's not a foul. Amir Richardson's a 6'5" grown man. He barely got touched. What the heck? You can do it, Morocco. No, we're not for Morocco here today. We're for the United States of America. We're for the United States. So free kick here for Morocco. 13 minutes and 30 seconds. This could be a dangerous set piece. Oh, this probably will be a dangerous set piece. Hakimi will be taking it. Hakimi will be taking it here from Morocco. A set piece down close to the right flank. It's going to be a cross. Cross goes in. Cleared by the American defense once again, but Morocco recovers the ball. Morocco's been a bit better in the past 10 minutes. And here comes Paxson. This could be the U.S. in transition. Paxson Aronson tries to go. I'm sorry, Griffin Yao ain't beating Hakimi's pace on that one, man. Hakimi's got pace. I'll tell you that. So that ain't happening. That ain't happening. And for anyone wondering, Pete is fine. Pete beat the explosive diarrhea allegations, and he made it to the stream. So he'll be here at halftime once again. Hakimi in possession here from Morocco. All right, the U.S. sitting again in that 4-4-2 mid-block. 4-4-2 mid-block. I like it, the way we're playing. You can kind of see, oh, here comes Morocco. That's another free kick from Morocco. So, and that's a yellow card for Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn, that's a yellow card. You can clearly see, right? You can clearly see that there is a gap between these two teams. Morocco's a bit better than us. Let's be honest.
We're going to be defending for our lives most of this game.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like the way we did against France. And this is where the lack of quality really shows, right? You can do it against Guinea or New Zealand. Against Morocco, you're going to have to try to soak up pressure and absorb it and then, find moments to counterattack. The problem is, even on our moments to counterattack, do you have the quality to do it well? That's what we've got to figure out.
Yeah, we had a good chance there on set pieces. I've liked McGlynn's delivery, and that was a good header from Zimmerman to find Paxton. It's going to be, I think we're going to have to get more on set pieces than actually hit them in transition. It's going to be really tough, too. These Moroccan players are fast. Outpace Hakimi, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. Kevin Paredes has drawn 13 fouls over the course of this tournament, so he's probably your best bet to draw a foul. But, this is where the quality shows, right?
Well, and we're not playing really a low block, but it's also not really a mid block. We're kind of a bit deeper than a mid block. So when we recover possession, Griffin Yao is way too deep. to hit them in
No, it's definitely a low block. It's definitely
Okay,
a low block.
another save here from Schulte. My pick of Schulte having less than 3
I know.
saves is screwed. He has 2 saves already.
I know.
And honestly, it's gonna be more. He's gonna be busy today. Good test for Patrick Schulte so far. He made a good save on that set piece, the corner that they took.
So really, that was a very good save. The thing with all of our young goalkeepers coming up is they all have the same problem. They can't play with their feet. The only one who can is Diego Cochin. So he, hopefully we get him. Hopefully he's the priority. But if not, they're all good shot stoppers. Slonina, Brady, Beavers, and Schulte. So what you got to do is stop trying to play out of the back under real pressure, right? Like in this tournament, we've looked the best with the long pass and then win the second ball with midfield runners, right? So you just have to play that way if you can't play out of the back. And that speaks to the American development system, right? The problem is that most of it, to be good with your feet, you have to start playing out of the back when you're 7, or younger.
Oh, Schulte again. The Moroccan player put a Rabona kick cross, and Schulte comes out of the goal. He's been really safe hands today. I know we were critical of Schulte against France, but ever since the French game, he's been good in the tournament. He's been safe. And
Yeah, in
hopefully it
terms of his
continues.
shot stopping and his reading of the game has been excellent.
Here's the thing about Patrick Schulte too that I prefer over Matt Turner. I mean, sure, Turner is, I guess, a bit more proven, but the thing with Turner is it seems like when Turner makes a mistake, he puts his head down. He's very soft, very
Yeah.
whiny. Patrick
Well,
Schulte, we saw that in the CONCACAF Champions Cup when he messed up for the crew. He went on to save 2 penalty kicks right after. So it doesn't seem like he gets bothered by when he messes up as a goalkeeper. He
you
understands
need to
that's
be able
part
to
of the game.
rebound from mistakes. That's huge for a keeper because confidence is everything. But the other thing, do you remember after we lost to Uruguay and Matt Turner was insisting that there was nothing wrong with the direction of this team? It's like, bro, what the fuck are you saying? Like, you think we can't all see how shit you guys look?
Well, what I've seen from Schulte in this tournament so far, it doesn't seem like he's that below Matt Turner, which means since he's younger and the mentality is a bit better, I would say I kind of want him to get an opportunity at some point.
No, I don't want Turner starting for 2026. I don't. I mean, honestly, you know who I'd rather bring than Turner right now? Zach Steffen. He's playing well in Colorado. He can play with his feet better than any of our other goalkeepers. And sure, he had a rough couple years with injuries and other issues. But I still honestly would rather have Zach Steffen than Matt Turner right now. But I do think
Yeah.
we should look young.
I'm kind of tired of Turner at this point. And Mihailovic loses the ball right there. That'll go to that was a handball from Mihailovic. Terrible ball. Mihailovic is still our weak link, and the problem is usually the chain is only as strong as its weak link. And Geography Jeff is back saying in 1977, the Moroccan Sultan Muhammad III became the first monarch to help the United States by opening ports to American ships. 1770, like 1 year after we became independent, really?
I believe that is true. There's a whole thing about pirates and Thomas Jefferson, I believe. I think the pirates of something or other. Like Moroccan pirates, and they ended up making an alliance. I don't remember what it was, but that sounds right.
I mean, we know Geography Jeff. Now he's historian Jeff today. So.
I know. This is great. Jeff has all these layers we didn't know about.
Yeah, he's not just spicy. He's also
Not just spicy.
Oh, we tried to play out of the back and we gave it away, but we still somehow have it. Griffin Yao. Okay, we'll find Nathan Harriel. Now Kevin Paredes. Oh, bad combo right there. Yeah, we have to keep trying. Kevin Paredes draws a foul, but again, in the midfield, not really in a dangerous position. We got to try to draw these fouls up close because our best shot on getting a goal is a set piece. We've been overly critical about this guy, Walker Zimmerman, but if there's one thing he does is win aerial duels. He wins those.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he does those well.
And everyone, if you just tuned in, drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. We're almost at 300 likes. Once again, it's a great way to support the channel for free, so get those likes up. And Pete, this one's for you from Jeff Bezos.
Pete, I would suggest This is Holland, an amazing panoramic flight simulator that shows you the country. It is in Amsterdam and takes 1 hour. Amazing. Amazing. I'll check that out. I was told, is it true? I was told that the Dutch don't like being referred to as Holland because Holland is just a small province in the country. So let me know if that is correct. Ooh, come on, Kevin. Foul.
Okay,
See, Kevin Paredes wins another foul.
Mm-hmm.
All right, in case we score off this set piece.
Okay, it'll be Jordi Mihailovic taking the set piece here. It could be dangerous. Let's see how this goes. It's not that close, but it can still be dangerous because we do have okay, Mihailovic with the deliver. No, horrible. We Mihailovic needs to stop taking set pieces, man. I'm sorry. The set pieces have to be Jack McGlynn. That is the truth. It has to be Jack McGlynn. It can't be Mihailovic. 22 minutes here in the game. Now Morocco in possession once again. And the U.S. sitting in a mid block. We're not sitting deep. We're not inviting Morocco to attack us. That's at least that. But we're also not pressing. We're not pressing. Yeah, remember, everyone, 500 likes in the U.S. will score. I am telling you, we are superstitious here in Tactical Manager TV, or at least we're a little stitious, right? If we hit 500 likes, I promise you the United States will score. Which means if we don't score, it is your fault. You know, you. I'm talking to you, the one that didn't hit the like button in this video. And here comes Morocco. Cuts inside. Shot blocked. And Schulte will make not really a save. He'll just pick up a loose ball in the box. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 23 minutes. Still 0-0. Morocco is clearly the better. Like, they're a better team than the U.S., but I would say the game has been fairly balanced overall in terms of opportunity. We had, well, at least we had one. And Kevin Paredes with the ball. Let's try to draw a foul, Kevin. Mihailovic. Jack McGlynn. Quickly to Tessman and all the way back to Walker. Tries a long ball, long switch to Griffin Yao. Bad touch by Griffin Yao. Also has a bad pass. Griffin Yao. That'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the U.S. Yeah, shut up, Hakimi. Shut up, Hakimi. Today we don't like you. You're a nasty, nasty person, Hakimi. We don't like you today. None of us like you today. I actually never care about you anyway. So no, Hakimi's the enemy today. The U.S. in possession. Muhammad Abdurraham saying, "Now big is it? Now big is it? What do you mean? Or you mean how big is it? How big is what? How big is what? Just put a regular chat, Muhammad, so I can try to understand what you meant." Calvin Patel saying, "How are we looking? Just tune in." I thought we looked fine. Clearly, Morocco is the better side, right? They have better players. We can clearly see that by watching the game, just the eye test alone. But I would say it's been fairly balanced. It's been fairly balanced. We had a good opportunity with Paxton. The Morocco had a good 2 opportunities in the first half here so far, 25 minutes. I have no idea what Muhammad is asking. Is Muhammad like Spicy Jeff? If it is, this shit was weird. That's a very weird super chat. Pretty much as weird as Spicy Jeff or worse. Definitely worse. Definitely worse. Let's go back to the game. We're going to talk back to the game. This shit was weird. I need to start catching on to when the super chats are weird right away. Or sometimes I need the mods to let me know early on. Okay, now the U.S. is sitting deep in Morocco here in possession. Tries a through ball in the U.S. What? Harrio, don't give a corner. Did you guys see that? Why would you just kick it out to the corner? A little bit of a panic mode from Harrio. No one was even close to him. He could have just kicked it for a throw-in. Don't give Morocco a corner. You can't panic like that. That's the problem. You can't panic in a game like this. Okay. Corner kick for Morocco. 25 minutes. Yes, Morocco has been better, but it's still a wide open game. But I just don't understand what Harrio was doing right there. Corner kick for Morocco, and Hakimi will deliver. Hakimi, cleared by Walker Zimmerman. Zimmerman in the air, man. It's Air Zimmerman. The dude is like Michael Jordan right there. Again, cleared by Miles Robinson. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Penalty kick for Morocco. Who gave that penalty kick? What the fuck, man? Who did it? That's a penalty kick for Morocco. Hario. Let's see. What? That's not a penalty kick. That's not a penalty kick. That is not a penalty kick. That is not a penalty kick. There is no way that's a penalty kick. There is no way that's a penalty kick for Morocco. The VAR will check. There's no way. There is no way. VAR this shit. This is not a penalty kick. There is no way. Okay, wait. VAR is checking. There's no way. They gave it a pen? No way. No way. It stands. This is such a bullshit call. This is not a penalty kick. This is such a bullshit call. This is bullshit. Hakimi against Patrick Schulte. There is no way. Hakimi. Oh, Schulte almost got it. No, not Hakimi. Whoever the fuck this guy is. I'm sorry. Excuse my French. 1-0 for Morocco. Morocco scores off a penalty kick. This is not a penalty. This was not a penalty kick. This was not a penalty kick. This was not a penalty kick. I am sorry. I will not accept it. I will not concede. This was not a penalty kick. This is not a penalty kick. This is a load of crap. This is a load of crap. That's not a penalty kick, dude.
No, he was he was going for the ball, and the other guy got his leg in the way. It was completely unintentional. The
And
guy
he also pulls his leg back, right? Doesn't really kick the guy. It's just
no,
like,
it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
yeah.
But now we need a goal. But now we need a goal, and you know.
Yeah,
do we have the quality? Here's the thing: do we have the quality now to get at Morocco?
Yeah, but it's kind of. I understand the ref accidentally calling that. I just don't get how the VAR doesn't even call the refs like, "Hey, you might want to at least double check this here."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so far not good. Because it's one of those games where, yeah, we're holding our own until they score the first goal, and then we have to come after them. That is the problem.
Yeah, and that can really hurt us in transition too. But
Mhm.
maybe we should be pulling off Mihailovic's set pieces aren't even good today.
No, McGlynn was the one that had good set pieces.
Yeah, the better. So what's he on the field for then?
Well, but I'll tell you one thing: McGlynn got a yellow, which means he'll pull off McGlynn before he pulls off Mihailovic. I'm telling you.
Fine, then have Mihailovic play deeper, and then just put Taylor Booth at the 10. We have to break them down.
Also, Taylor Booth is far more dangerous in transition. He can actually dribble with the ball, unlike Mihailovic.
Well, Mihailovic is killing attacks right now.
What? Did he just call a foul on Zimmerman for that one? Barely touched the guy. Where's this ref from? Lawrence Krieger is saying, glad I have therapy after this game. Well, the game ain't over. It's 1-0. The game ain't over. And Morocco scored off a rigged fake penalty kick. It was a fake penalty kick. So again, it's far from over. Obviously, our odds just went far lower than they were prior, but it's far
Yeah.
from over. The biggest thing that bothered me was like the VAR not even calling the ref to like look.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Is the ref going to call everything for Morocco?
We can still do it. We can still do it. We gotta.
How
it's
is
a
that a
menta-
foul on Zimmerman? He got the ball.
Hang on. No, he didn't, dude. He hacked him. What are you saying? He didn't touch the ball.
Well, he got the ball first. Look at it again. He gets the ball. He clamps the ball. Then he hits the guy after. See? He gets the ball. He clamps the guy after. First ball. It's a 50-50.
I don't think he got the ball. I don't know if they're going to show. How many times did they show the replay? I only saw one.
Dude, look at this picture here. This is not a penalty. Look at this. He puts his leg back. Look at the on screen. He pulls his leg back. He barely hits the Moroccan player.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was a penalty. Yeah, no, I think Zimmerman did get the ball. You're right. A different angle shows it better.
Yeah. He gets the ball, and then, he hits the player after, but the ball is like 50-50. They both hit the ball.
Oh, the ref is Argentine.
Of course. Of course.
He has a personal vendetta against you, Jack.
Yes, this is personal.
Well, now we can see how does this team respond, right? Because the last time they were down in this tournament, there wasn't a good enough response to score, right? We still created some chances, but we didn't score. So now, this Morocco team has Hakimi and they have, what's his name? Amir Richardson, but it's not like it's full of world-class players either, right? Like, they're better than us, but it's not like it's impossible to score against them.
Well, outside of the penalty, they had like 2 okay chances, and we had an okay chance too. So it wasn't like they were dominating.
I mean, our okay chance was offside.
Yeah. Well, but it was still a better chance than theirs. Like theirs was like shot from kind of like mid-distance, like from the edge of the box.
Yeah. Problem is now, but we got to do it. This is where you earn your laurels from not beating up on terrible teams, right? It's going toe to toe with teams as good as or better than you and finding a way to win. That's what good coaching is. That's what good players do. Strong mentalities. What is Mihailovic doing out there?
Can we talk about one thing here? Because Harrio, I don't want to blame him. Oh, Miles, horrible pass to Token. But Harrio is a bit panicky today. There was a moment there that he had a ball with no one under pressure and just kicked it to a corner. Dude looks a little bit off.
Yeah. I mean, for a lot of these MLS players, this is the first time they're playing under any real pressure. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, Miles.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like this is not the celebration of soccer Disney League that they usually play in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like for sometimes, especially when you're young, you can let the occasion get to you a little bit.
And again, now Morocco here in possession, going out wide. We'll see what Morocco can do here. 35 minutes, Morocco 1, United States 0. Morocco scored off a fake penalty. Oh, Mihailovic, you fucking stupid, idiotic thing. Can you complete one pass? Mihailovic is shit.
I love that I get the breakdown before I get to see it happen, so I'm watching for it.
And you're just getting ready for it.
Oh, my God. Bro, under no pressure.
Mihailovic is so ass.
Why is he on the field? He gets to play so many damn minutes. The only good thing he did this whole tournament was that one free kick. That's it.
We would have won without it anyway. So
I know. Not to mention, if Taylor Booth had been starting the whole time, he might have created a goal or two from open play.
My goodness. Corner kick for Morocco here, 36 minutes. Hakimi will take the corner. Cleared from the United States. Long shot, cleared again. We also have every single player in the box. So we need a goal, and we don't have a single soul up top to hit them in. Like, I understand you trying to be overly cautious, but again, it's 1-0 Morocco. You have to keep one guy up top, at least one. Also, the
Yeah.
moment you bring everyone back, you're inviting Morocco to bring more players into the box, create more
Yeah, you
chaos. You
got to
don't want.
keep them honest. Maybe Yao, you keep Yao further up the field.
Yes.
Honestly, I would take off Mihailovic and bring on Booth at halftime. He'll never do that, though.
No, he'll take off McGlynn and put Dietz.
Oh, my God. That's the Berhalter in him.
Or do like those like for like subs that Berhalter loved so much. Wiley for Tolkien.
Yeah,
And you're just like, what does that do?
doesn't do anything.
Or he's like, we need goals. Get in Duncan.
That he might do that actually. He might bring on Duncan for goals.
Another free kick here from Morocco.
Oh my God, Harriel. Almost got cooked there. Oh, free kick. Fuck. Dude, Harriel's not been good today. That wasn't really a penalty, but he's been very shaky.
No, Hario and Mihailovic have been abysmal today.
At least Harriel had other good performances.
Throughout the tournament, yes.
Yeah, Mihailovic has not. He's had a good moment in 4 games.
Who can play right back also? Tolkien or Wiley?
Wiley can play right back.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to take out Hario and Mihailovic at halftime. Also, Mihailovic is almost defending on a 4-4-2 like a second striker. That's the perfect position for Taylor Booth.
I know. And then you can have him and Booth in transition. Him and Yao in transition with Kevin. All right. I'll see you guys at halftime.
See you at halftime, Pete. See you soon. Yeah, we have to take out Hario and put in Caleb Wiley and then send in Taylor Booth for Mihailovic. That's like the only way we can adjust this team right now because Hario has been very shaky today. Very shaky today. Like we're still in this game, right? We're still in, but you have to make changes. We have to look dangerous in transition. You got to get rid of Mihailovic. And I'm just overly concerned about Hario at this point. That's the main issue right here. He's been super shaky. Um, okay, let me see here. Super chats. Liam is saying the United States doesn't know how to play against good teams. Well, it's funny because I miss the time where the U.S. men's national team used to actually know how to play very well against better teams. Right? Back in the day, go 10 years ago, a little bit earlier, even the Klinsman area, Bob Bradley, we used to pull upsets. But when was the last time we've seen the United States men's national team pull an upset? I can't remember the last time we pulled a legitimate upset. Does anyone remember? Not just Olympic team, I mean like senior team. JD saying, could have brought in Luna instead of this clown. Yeah, we brought in Mihailovic because he hit one set piece the entire tournament in a game that we probably would have won regardless. We probably would have won regardless. And thank you, everyone that tuned in. Make sure to drop a like. Once we hit 500 likes, the U.S. will score. It's how it works here. That's what happens. Okay, Morocco playing out of the back now here against the United States. 41 minutes, 1-0. 1-0 for Morocco. Hakimi in the ball in possession here from Morocco. Now we moved our line a bit higher. We're pressing Morocco a little bit. Not a high press, but we're pressing the center backs, not the goalkeeper. We're allowing the goalkeeper to have the ball. The problem with our team too is lacking quality. There's no control of tempo. We can't complete like 3 to 4 passes. Okay, back here to the game. Free kick for Morocco. Actually, free kick for the United States. Token got fouled, and the United States will try to build with the center backs here of Walker Zimmerman going wide to Token. Token back to Miles Robinson. 42 minutes and 30 seconds. Miles tries to go long and just, gives the ball away to Morocco because that's exactly what we need right now. Miles Robinson to just hand them a gift. Why is Miles trying to put a long ball? This dude can't pass to save his freaking life. I swear, man, Miles Robinson might be as technical as tactical manager. He might be as technical as tactical manager. The problem is he's a professional player. Tactical manager is not a professional player. So that is the issue right there. I think Pat McAfee can do a better long ball than Miles Robinson. Literally think Pat McAfee can put a better long pass than Miles Robinson. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, Morocco with the ball. The U.S. recovers it. Tanner Tessman. Paxton Aronson. Again, we're so deep, we can't hit them in transition. We're so deep, we can't hit them in transition. We're down 1-0. John Token blows by the player. Good job from John Token right there. And he finds Paxton down the middle. Where are you, Mihailovic? You're supposed to be the 10. You're supposed to be the veteran presence in the midfield. Tanner Tessman to Paredes. Come on, U.S. Let's try to get a goal here before halftime. Paredes tries to draw a foul. Hario, Tanner Tessman loses it, and here comes Morocco now in transition. Boy, oh boy. Where is Mihailovic? Like, which stupid, idiotic thing thinks it's worth keeping him on the pitch at this point? The worst part is I'm telling you, they're going to keep Mihailovic, the full 90. I'm telling you, Mitrovic is going to keep Mihailovic. Exactly. Fumar Mota is saying Jordi Mihailovic is hiding from the ball. The problem is he's hiding from the ball, and when he was on the ball, he was poo-poo. He was poo-poo on the ball. So maybe it is better that he's hiding from the ball, but it doesn't seem like he's trying to actually take some responsibility here and get something done. "45 minutes here in the first half. We'll see how much time will be added. Morocco with a 1-0 lead at halftime with a fake penalty kick. Sick, the kid is saying, did Greg take over all the teams? I mean, look, I can't blame Mitrovic as much as I blamed Greg because this team does lack quality, right? We're not bringing our best players. The team we had in the Copa America is actually capable of playing well. 5 minutes added here in the first half. This team does lack quality. We've seen there's no player that can control the tempo. We can't really complete 4 to 5 passes. Hakimi, good combination play. Oh boy, cleared by Walker Zimmerman. Again, we are so deep. We are so deep that every time we recover the ball, we can never strike them in transition. How are you going to score? If it's 0-0, fine. You're trying to hold a 0-0 draw, but you need a goal. You can't have all 11 players that deep. You can't, someone has to stay high up the field, at least one player, preferably a player good on one-on-one situations and fast. So like a Griffin Yao, maybe Kevin Paredes that can draw a foul, or a Taylor Booth. You can't sit that deep if you're trying to hit a team on a counterattack. This is like basic soccer tactics, basic soccer knowledge. What are we doing? We need a goal. Like we're literally down 1-0, losing 1-0, losing 2-0, same shit. Jeez. Miles wins the header. Morocco wins it again. McGlynn back to Miles to Walker Zimmerman. Walker finds Mihailovic. Do something, Mihailovic. Okay, good pass to Paredes. Try to draw foul. Paredes. Oh my God, dispossessed again. Paredes hasn't been that good. Dispossessed. Lucas Heil is saying this team couldn't even rizz up a Jat. What? Instead of spending all their time in Ohio going SKBD, it's your fault, Tack. You're so toxic. Here, go buy Snickers so you can cheer the F up, bud. Thank you. I look, I'm not really good with like slang words, so I didn't understand half the shit you said. But thank you, Lucas, for the super chat. What I'll do is there's the U20s play later today for the CONCACAF U20 Championship semifinals against Panama. I hope they win. What I'll do is I'll just go play soccer or go to the gym in between. I'll just do that. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Yeah, what is SKBD? Can anyone tell me what is SKBD? Unless it's something that'll get me canceled, then just don't say. And here comes Morocco through the middle. That's not a foul, ref. That is not a foul. Everything. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let me see the replay. So Hakimi drives inside. Okay, that's actually probably a foul. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Sorry. That's actually a foul. Okay. Skibbity toilet. No, I'll skip on that, guys. Free kick here for Morocco. This will probably be the last play of the first half. And look, despite the penalty being fake, Morocco has played better than the US, right? Despite the fake penalty kick, Morocco has played better. And here's a free kick for Morocco in a dangerous position here, and I think Hakimi will take it. It looks like Hakimi will take the penalty kick. And this will be the last play of the first half. Free kick, terribly taken free kick. Lucas saying, I do this all the time to tack FWIW. I don't know if FWIW is either. I don't know. And that'll be a goal kick for the US, and that'll probably do it for the first half. One OK Rock is saying the most powerful word in soccer is, what are we doing? If they got you saying that, Tack, it's over, bud. Nevertheless, on my way to work, appreciate you, Tack. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is what I don't understand. If you're trying to hit a team on the counterattack, sure, you can sit deep, soak up pressure, but you do need to have a strategy of how you're going to hit the team in transition. If all your players are super deep, you will not be able to hit the opponent in transition. You will not be able to hit the opponent in transition. So I don't understand what we're doing. 1 second here, guys. And Pete will be here with us in a second. Pete is actually here now. Pete, we're down 1-0. So technically, we're still in this because we just need one goal, and you know how things can change.
Sure.
But at the same time, the way it's being played out, it doesn't seem like we're that into the game, because this is my biggest issue so far. We're down 1-0, so we need a goal. we're defending, but we have every single player so deep that when we get the ball, we can hit them in transition. There's no one that's high up the field, not a
Yeah.
single player.
You keep giving it away because there's no target man to hit, right? Or at least somebody who can make a good run in behind. I think the Yao matchup with Hakimi is not working, okay? Because Hakimi is fast. Yao's your best player. I would switch. First of all, we're also struggling getting Hakimi up the field. Hakimi's making ravaging runs up the field, and Yao's not a defender. You switch him, not only can Kevin Paredes help out defensively, but also now Yao's matchup is much better on the other side, right? So that's one thing that you can do instantly to give us better options. Two, who's going to play those through balls in behind? Because it ain't Georgi Mihailovic, right? Who's going to be able to dribble away from pressure? Nobody. That midfield is not set up for creativity. That midfield, that has two midfielders and one scrub, and he's the oldest guy there. So get him off the field and get at least Taylor Booth on. Switch Griffin Yao, or better yet, have Paxton Aronson go left and have Yao go as the false nine. Those are your options. But again, this roster was so poorly constructed. Literally, the only attacking option you have right now is Taylor Booth.
Yeah, only that matters, right?
That,
No
that
one
can
should
actually
say.
do something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but ideally, if you have a front four with Taylor Booth, Griffin Yao, Paxton Aronson, and Kevin Paredes, you got to keep one or two of them high up the field, and then you try to hit them in transition. And these guys, some like not Paxton, he's not the fastest, but Taylor Booth, Griffin Yao, or Paredes might be dangerous in transition, or maybe at least get a foul, right? At least get a free kick.
Sure.
But as of now, we're not looking threatening. We're not being able to draw fouls up top. Besides the first 5 minutes, after that, we just kind of held our own defensively. That's all we did. And Harrio, man, looks extremely shaky. If we keep him on the field for long enough, he'll make another mistake. Trust me.
Yeah.
He'll make another mistake.
Yeah. Those are the two subs you make, I guess. And again, I hate beating a dead horse, but we could have brought Diego Luna over Mihailovic. We could have brought Diego Luna over Ben Kremaski. The under-20s sure could have used Ben Kremaski. Their last two games have been shit.
And clearly this team does not need Ben Kremaski. Jeff Bezos is saying Luke de Jong is sick, so Pepe might start in the Dutch Super Cup. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, look, I'm not expecting Pepe to have a lot of minutes this season because Luke de Jong is still their guy and he'll continue to start. I'm just hoping his minutes increase. Like they could easily double, and that wouldn't be a lot. They could easily double.
Yeah.
John Clark is saying switch and pick on Nathan. Switch and pick on Nathan Harrio, that you're saying? I believe he's
switch
talking.
And pick mean?
I don't know.
I think they're talking about switching the ball and isolating him one.
Oh, they're picking on him. Well, yeah. They know the weak spot right there. Patrick McCoon is saying, I think the US's grit is a thing of the past right now. All the levels, we look nervous as soon as halfway decent teams come out and play confident against us. That is true. I talked about this in the stream, Pete. I can't remember the last time the United States men's national team, that includes Olympics, that includes senior team. I can't remember the last time we actually out-hustled, out-grinded, and pulled an upset. I can't remember the last time that happened.
Well, we've had Greg Berhalter for 6 years. And Greg Berhalter has also been in charge of hiring, not in charge, but has been heavily involved in the hiring of coaches. And the emphasis has not been on hustle, right? It's about breaking down the opponent with the ball. Like, players are being asked, look, 100%, I think our players need to grow a fucking pair, especially some of those senior team boys. But players are also being asked to do things they're not good at. So you know what happens when you're asked to do something you're not good at? You get nervous. Okay, because they're trying to build this identity of how we want to play, and it's all power pointed out, and it's not based on the strengths of the players. So of course they're going to get nervous. But I agree with you. Our hustle is not there. It was there against France, I would say, and honestly, let's be honest, Guinea and New Zealand both were terrible teams. We only looked good because they were terrible teams. This team lacks quality, but when you lack quality, you at least have to out hustle your opponent, and we haven't even done that.
Yeah, we don't seem to have that fight in us that we used to have. Like in the past, you go back to the Bob Bradley team, the Klinsmann days, go back to the Bruce Arena days. The team seemed to have that fight in them. That's like no matter who we're playing, you're going to have to freaking fight to beat us. You're not going to beat us with ease. The players these days seem so comfortable, complacent. There's no leader besides and then people will talk about even the senior team. we lost. We got grouped in the Copa America, and the players seemed kind of fine with it after the game. They were like, "Yeah, I mean,
Not just the players, the media. Like, did they really slam them? No. Pulisic goes on a speaking tour and gets worshipped by Jimmy Fallon. Like any serious soccer country, you wouldn't be able to go out for weeks.
at all levels, we don't have the same grit as we had in the past."
Yeah, but
Like,
I also think it's been completely de-emphasized in our coaching and youth programs. Right? It's all about like we have to play 4-3-3, possession soccer, you know?
well, and also softy coaches, right?
Yeah.
We need like a lunatic in charge of the national team, a
No,
psychopath like a Bielsa.
weak beta male coaches. Honestly, that's what this is. Greg Berhalter, definitely one of them.
Yeah, I can't. I honestly, I really can't remember the last time we pulled a major upset. It was probably in the Klinsmann era. That's the
Well,
last
at
time.
youth level, I would say Tab Ramos. Tab Ramos beat France in the under 20 World Cup in 2019,
Yeah,
right?
that was a strong team that we had, right? Was Weah there? Weah,
Yeah,
Gio?
Weah was there, Dest was there, Richards was there, Paxton Pomacall was
He
there.
started in the midfield. Yeah,
He started midfield. Uli Yanez, Richie Ledesma. There were some good players, but there was also a lot of
bad
questionable,
players.
right? And so, but he still managed to get to the quarterfinals. He beat France in the second round. Sebastian Soto was the striker.
Oh my god.
David
Uh,
Ochoa in goal.
and then Lucas is saying Pete is onto something, though he doesn't know it. The moment you bring PowerPoints into anything, you ruin it.
Yep.
That is
Yep.
true. I mean, look,
Especially a sporting, like, yeah.
honestly, almost anything in life. When the guy with the PowerPoint pops up, you're like,
Hey,
he's
hey,
about to fuck things up. He's about to get a piece of shit that he just pooped out, throw it against the wall, and tell you it's art right there. When he brings out that PowerPoint, you know that's gonna happen.
I
Flip,
use PowerPoint for my YouTube videos, so I think it's fine for that. I just don't think it should be used in, talking to players.
and Flip Silvar is saying, but Colin Reese says Jordy is good, and you guys are all haters. Yeah, I mean, Colin has one good take for every 250 bad takes. That's usually what it is. And then he gets pissed and he rants at everyone. And then he just complains and says the players have to pass and move.
That's his favorite thing.
Have to pass and move.
Imagine
Matt
Colin as
Ryan.
like a U6 coach.
Yeah, he's a U6
Guys,
coach.
we're not passing and moving like Bobby Wood.
Look at how Bobby Wood passes and moves. McRyan is saying this reminds me of the Japan game. Morocco gets all second balls, etc. Morocco just lacks the talent because our sixes suck, and so do our center backs. It used to be the opposite in the 2010s. Yeah, here's the thing. Morocco has players that have more quality than us. You can clearly see Hakimi is a level or two above everyone on the field right now.
Sure.
Hakimi. You can also see that Amir Richardson is better than all of our midfielders. But overall, they're just one level above in terms of quality. But they're winning those 50-50 duels. They have the fight, the grit in them. They do not let us play. They seem more well coached, too. You see those corner set piece, they seem well planned. They're well positioned. They're containing us, and they're exploiting Harriel. So they knew.
They're exploiting Harrow, and we are not set up to deny Hakimi. He's their most dangerous player. What you and I said this in 3 days ago. Have Kevin Paredes there because he can help defend against him. But instead, we've got Griffin Yao, who's not good defensively. I mean, he's trying, but on a guy like Hakimi, you need both Tolkien and Paredes to help defend him. And when he drifts inside, Tanner Tessman needs to close him down too. You keep him quiet, you deny a lot of service into this team. But we are not set up well to deny Hakimi at all. He's getting the run of the field. So again, this is poor coaching and poor tactics and poor setup, and he needs to change it.
Yep. Ed Tuazon saying Gio with no team at this time could have been called. Yeah, well, I heard Gio was called and he didn't want to go to the Olympics. That's what I heard. I have no evidence to back that.
None of the eligible senior players wanted to.
Yeah, so there's that. Michael saying, congrats on defeating the diarrhea allegations, Pete. Yeah, they thought you had explosive diarrhea, but you showed up for the stream and you proved to them that you do not have explosive diarrhea.
With a positive strep throat test. I had strep throat, it turns out. So I'm on antibiotics right now.
Which antibiotics can give you diarrhea, by the way.
That is true.
Patrick McCoon is saying, what do you guys think of Dortmund bringing Gio to training camp in Switzerland? Could he possibly stay? I think right now it seems like it's 50-50. We've heard reports that he's gone, but he's also still in the training camp. It could be that they just want him to stay in shape so they can sell him. It can mean a lot of things. I would say right now, the transfer window closes in roughly a month at the end of August. I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed. I wouldn't be surprised if he left. The fact of the matter is we have to hold Gio to a higher standard. Regardless of what happens, he will have a new coach this season, and he has to perform. He has to
Well,
earn
I
his
want
spot.
Gio to pull a McKenny. I want him to put his head down, work his butt off in training, and force them to play him. And if he doesn't, then it's on him. It's on him.
Morocco had one shot on target
Yeah.
outside
No,
of the town.
they haven't created a ton, but they've dominated in every other aspect. They look better than us in every other aspect.
No, yeah. Well, especially the X grit, X hustle.
It's not just the hustle, though. Their passing their patterns of play in the attacking third have been very good.
Well, we can't complete 4 passes.
Yeah.
We can't complete. And Luis Villanueva, thank you for the super chat, Luis. There was nothing written on it. Is Fumar Mota saying, is Richardson better than Wes and Musa? Look, he would have a lot to prove that he's better than them, but it wouldn't be too crazy if he's better than them in a year or two. I mean, he played in Liga 1. He did fine playing for Rons, whatever their name is. He has the thing with Amir Richardson is he is more athletic than Musa and McKinney. He's taller, and honestly, he looks more technical than Weston.
Yeah.
So I would say he probably has a higher ceiling, but I don't know. He's also there's one thing he has over Weston. He's actually in shape. It's a pretty big deal. So
yeah. I'll say also don't read too much into Olympic performances and results, guys. Like, I know we're in the middle of it now, and it all seems very big. Mexico won a bronze medal, the same Mexico generation that is doing the worst generation they've ever had. So I don't personally I mean, I'm not. He's a good player for sure, but I also don't get too excited about Olympic performances.
Yeah, I think it's the main thing that we can take from Olympic performances is this: you're playing a U23 tournament. So if you're a professional player and you're 22 or maybe an overage player, you should be standing out. So we look a little bit Olympics, just like many youth tournaments. You end up looking more into the bad performances than the good ones. The bad ones say a lot more than the good ones. That's probably the point that P was trying to make there too. So the players are heading back. The second half is going to start in a couple minutes. We need a change. There has to be changes. If we play the same way we played in the first half, the same exact setup and everything, I think the best case scenario for us is a 1-0 loss. If we play the same way, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
And they're saying 22 and still France. What do you mean 22? Like Amir Richardson? What's the problem with playing in France? I mean, it's a good league.
Yeah, it's a top 5 league in the world.
Like Mihailovic was like 23 and still playing MLS. So, Alhambra is saying, Moroccan Brit here. I have to say, I look at the U.S. team and see a lack of tactical nuance from the coach. Lots of work to be done in 2026. Yeah, coaching has been a problem with the U.S. men's national team for quite some time. It doesn't seem like the coaches that we normally have a good reading of the game. They don't really understand of what they have to. We talked about, like, if you want to play in transition, you cannot have every single player deep. When you have every single player that deep, that means you're just going for the 0-0 draw. And at this point, we're down 1-0, so we need a goal. Morocco looks like they're like they have more grit than us. They're more technical than us, and they're better tactically than us so far.
But also, Alhambra, this is not the U.S. team. Like, foreigners maybe don't understand. This is at best our C team, at best. So you're not going to see any of these guys. Maybe 2 or 3 max will be in that 2026 roster.
But also maybe he saw us in the Copa America, and he would draw the same conclusion from that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Because of Berhalter. But yes, the Copa America performances were honestly as bad as this. So
yeah, worse actually.
Yeah, worse because we had better players and they looked equally as bad with
Yeah.
much better players.
Yeah.
Like the Copa America team we had, maybe besides goalkeeper, which I would say it's pretty much the same thing, we were better in every single position and our bench, and we still look like crap. So Morocco's coming back here. I'm trying to see if the US made any substitutions.
Nope.
No changes?
Not that I could see. All the same players walking out. Classic Berhalter.
Oh boy. No changes is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I don't know what is wrong with Mitrovic.
And Dominican Stud saying the disrespect to Turner. But look, Dominican Stud, if you look at Patrick Schulte's career and Turner's career, Turner flopped in Europe, man. He hasn't gotten a stable job in Europe. And then when it comes to MLS, I mean, Patrick Schulte won MLS Cup, and he was pretty damn important for the Columbus Crew. Made it to a CONCACAF Champions Cup final. I don't think the gap between Schulte and Turner is that big, if anything. Like,
Also, at his age, at Schulte's age, Turner was a college washout. So let's just keep that in perspective here.
Yeah, that's also a very important point. Okay, second half started, and the US made no changes. So Mitrovic is apparently fine with how we played.
Psh, this is a joke, man.
And we're also not pressing them. No, I guess we're pressing a little bit, but Kevin Paredes, get the fuck up. Like why are our players so soft? All of them. Like Paredes put his hand in his face and he immediately recovered. Just get up. Why are we so soft? Okay, now Morocco playing out of the back. I guess we moved a bit higher up the field. Dude, here's the thing with Testament. I'm going to keep saying this. He's so slow, man.
Yeah, he's not the quickest.
His acceleration is horrendous. And sure, like he has other attributes in terms of athletic ability, but the dude is so slow.
His athletic ability, I mean, to me, is here nor there. It's more his passing range that I think is what is his saving grace.
Sibile is saying, why did we fail to recruit Amir Richardson? Look, it can be a lot of things, but he was always Morocco's to lose. It seems like he always wanted to play for Morocco. So it would require a lot of convincing to get him. I don't think it's something we can actually blame U.S. soccer too much. Did we do enough? I don't know if we did enough, but it did seem like he always wanted to play for Morocco.
Yeah, I don't really blame the guy. I mean, his absentee father was the American. So how much connection does he really have to the U.S.? I don't know. Also, honestly, watching the way the U.S. is run, the U.S. Soccer Federation, and the amount of midfield depth, there's no guarantee. Like, Berhalter might have said to him, I could see you as a great, fifth backup to one of the world's best players, Tyler Adams, and Weston McKennie, who I will never bench, right? And then after that, it's Musa. And then you and Johnny can compete for that fifth spot on the roster. And Amir was like, go fuck yourself, So I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that's what Berhalter said, but based on his love for Tyler and Wes, it's very possible that Amir said, where do you see me fitting into your plan? And he said, well, I want you to help change. Did you see yesterday? It was Greg's Berhalter's birthday.
Yeah.
What was that, Mihailovic?
Yeah, he just kicked it back, right? With no pressure. No pressure on him.
No pressure at all. And he scuffs it back to Schulte he can't even on that. You know what he reminds me of? Leggett.
Yeah,
remember when the Scuff podcast was like worshiping Leggett and getting mad at me for saying he shouldn't be on the
Here's the thing about Leggett. Leggett, prior to that injury, he was actually better than Mihailovic. Remember he got injured in 2018? 17, yeah. I think he was better than Mihailovic.
Yeah. No, he was. He was actually technical. But he was just, after that injury, he came back and he was. But that 2021 Sebastian Leggett that kept getting chance after chance and all he could do was pass back. Come on, Kevin. Oh, Paxton.
No, yeah, blocked. So that'll be a corner kick for the U.S. with Mihailovic taking it again. I don't know why McGlynn is not taking them. Mihailovic with a too lobbed. Yeah, dude, it has to be McGlynn taking the set pieces. You're not going to score header off these lobbed corners like
No,
that.
they're too easy to read.
Well, and also like you can't really get a powerful header on it, right?
No, they're easy to read, they're easy to defend, and they're very difficult to redirect. Yeah.
Okay. And everyone, if you just tuned in, drop a like in this stream. And this stream is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you want to play, the link is in the description of this video with a promo code TMTV if you want to play. Back to the game, Morocco. We're playing very similar to what we're doing in the first half. Maybe our line is a little bit higher, but it's very similar. I don't understand.
Yeah, he's got this 4-4-2 press going on, but it's not really a press. It's Paxton and Georgie. Like, bro.
They're saying we're lagged. I don't know how ahead you guys are of myself. I'm at minute 50. I'm at 49:50, 49:51, 49:52. There's no way I'm that far behind.
Zimmerman just dragged him down.
They're saying Morocco is hilariously soft. I don't think they're soft. They're just playing the game. They know they can draw these fouls by flopping around and just falling, and they're doing it.
Yeah, he barely touched him. He barely touched him. He
The
flopped.
problem is the ref. The players will play to the whistle. So if they feel like they can get these calls, they will fall easy. If they feel like they can get these calls, our players are just not smart enough to do the same. If the ref is giving these calls, you start getting these calls. You start falling around and getting them. It seems like our players are not very street smart, right? Like they don't have a feel for the game. It's like, oh, the ref is making these silly calls. Try to get them. Do the same.
Yeah.
Okay, free kick here for the U.S. 51 minutes. It's in the middle of the field, so it's not a dangerous free kick. Also, with Georgi Mihailovic on set pieces, is any set piece a dangerous set piece? I don't know.
Dude, the only person doing the getting the calls is Kevin. That's his 15th foul drawn in this tournament. That's an average of 4 per game.
And Pete, I'm gonna make a prediction here that will piss you off quite a bit. I think one of the subs we're gonna see very soon is gonna be Duncan McGuire
Yep. Yep. That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't
for
surprise
like
me.
Paxton, not for Mihailovic, for like Paxton.
Yeah. For Paxton or Jack McGlynn.
Yeah, because McGlynn is on a yellow. Like, there's also no sense of urgency. We're like so casual about it.
Don't worry. Do not forget, Mitrovic said he was in touch with Berhalter every day before this roster came out. Every day, guys. Every day. You know what that means, right? It wasn't them talking about their wives, although maybe there was that too. Apparently, Berhalter loves to ask about your wife. To be honest,
Don't ask about Berhalter's wife, though. You never know what
based
he
on
can
how
do.
he treated his wife, if he started asking about my wife, I would be like, don't keep, what is it that Will Smith said? Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yes, slap Berhalter.
Greg Berhalter started asking about my wife. I'd be like, keep your grubby feet away
Well,
from
you
my
just
wife.
go, well, I've never kicked her, so
Yeah, she's good. She's never been physically assaulted.
yeah.
So
So Kevin Paredes tried a flying ninja reverse kick right there that got blocked, and we got to throw in. Hey, got to try those, right? You
I
score
don't
one of
blame
those.
him.
Okay, long throw from Harrio to Walker. Oh, the Moroccan goalkeeper comes out. At least Harrio can put those long throws.
Well, Kevin Paredes looks like the most threatening player today.
Yeah, he's just not capable of really blowing by the players, but he's drawing the fouls.
He's drawing fouls at least. If only we let McGlynn take them instead of fucking Georgie. He's useless. How is he still? It's 53 minutes. He's still on the field. We don't look like we're ever going to score.
No.
Do you think Greg has to give his Nikes back? Or does he get to keep them? He probably gets to keep them, huh?
He has enough money to buy them. Dude like completely robbed U.S. soccer for years, millions of dollars.
I
He
know.
can afford to buy it.
What is happening?
And he'll get a comfy MLS job soon for like $1 million a year or
Oh
something.
yeah. Oh yeah, easily. Probably Chicago. I think Chicago would be the perfect fit. Two entities that love mediocrity.
I heard also there's like a connection between someone in the San Diego franchise and the Berhalter family. So it looks like maybe
Oh
San
yeah.
Diego. They don't have a coach.
They don't have a coach. You know,
Pete, also,
that's the
I don't
coach that went
know.
to Mexico.
I've never gone to Chicago, but I would assume San Diego is a better city.
Um, Depends what you want, I guess.
Not cold,
Chicago has everything going for it except the weather.
but doesn't. What about San Diego? I'm sure they have a lot of stuff going on there.
I personally think that San Diego, it's a nice city. It lacks a little bit of like, I don't want to say culture, but it lacks a certain grit. It's
Grit,
very
U.S.
upper,
men's national team.
yeah, like the U.S. men's national team. It you know what I mean? It doesn't like LA is a lot of like, yeah, there's a big homeless problem for sure. And but you get like Koreatown, and then you get like the South Side, and you get downtown's kind of crazy. The Valley, its own thing. West Hollywood is its own thing. Like it's got all these different sort of aspects to it. It's got some flair, some diversity. San Diego to me seems very blase, kind of all the same. So that's why I'm not a big fan of San Diego. It's a
Okay,
beautiful city and it's fun to visit. I just don't know if I could live there. I
okay,
would
guys.
prefer Chicago.
So what's happening right now is the following. Greg Berhalter, we're speculating that he would go to Chicago or San Diego. San Diego is very close to Pete, a couple hours only. So Pete wants Berhalter as far as possible from him. So
Yeah.
that's why Pete is telling Berhalter, don't come to San Diego, Greg. Stay in Chicago. As a matter of fact, if you can, even go a little bit further. Go to like the New England Revolution. That's a little bit further, or a New York
Yeah.
team.
Can Maine get an MLS team or Alaska? Since Berhalter likes frozen tundra to play soccer on, can we send him to like, what would it be called? Would it be Fairbanks or would it be what's the other one? Shit.
Send him to open like a Rhode Island franchise for MLS.
I think Alaska is the way to go.
That's close to you, dude.
No, it's not. Alaska?
What is it, like a 8-hour drive?
Alaska? It's like
Well, just north of you, right?
but for like 3 days north, you have to go through all of Canada. What are you saying?
Oh yeah, that's true.
It
I
takes
forgot.
me a day just to get to Oregon from South California. It takes me a day.
We're sounding like geography, Jeff. Back to the game here. Morocco just had a very dangerous cross, and then Kevin Paredes draws a yellow card. He draws a yellow card for the Moroccan player. Guys, I don't. And yeah, that was a foul from behind. Yeah, Kevin Paredes is the only one at least drawing fouls.
Yeah,
for
that's his 16th foul. I'm counting them now.
I thought Patrick Schulte has also been fine today.
Yeah, they're the only two. Again, the Griffin Yao matchup with Hakimi is so stupid. You're basically nullifying your best attacking player by putting him up against the world's best right back. Like, go put Georgie on the left then, and Hakimi can keep him quiet. Then at least you free up Griffin Yao. You're not finding anything out of Griffin Yao right now because literally he's going up against the world's best right back. It's not going to work. How does Mitrovic not see this?
Also, Kevin Paredes is also more annoying. He'll annoy. Nice spin from McGlynn. Tessman. Out wide to John Token. John Token, that'll be a corner for the U.S. Again, McGlynn, please take this corner. Get Mihailovic out of it. We might actually have a chance. Guys, I don't live in the West Coast. I know the entire East Coast. That's where I grew up. Okay. Kevin Paredes blocked. I've been everywhere in the East Coast. I've been to the West Coast a few times. Kevin Paredes, okay, good job. Nathan Harriel, back to Paredes. Finds Tessman. Tessman, no options. My goodness.
I'm going to go get more coffee.
Okay. Cross. Go. Oh, he missed, motherfucker. Miles Robinson.
How did he miss?
It was a header from Zimmerman, and he couldn't hit the target. It wasn't an easy finish, but he didn't even hit the target. It wasn't a hard finish either. It was like average. No, it was actually an easy finish. It was an easy finish. Now that I saw the replay, it was.
Oh my God, Miles.
It was an easy finish. I thought it wasn't, but I take it back. It was an easy finish. It was wide open, dude.
You at least have to hit the target.
Yes.
Oh my God, that wasn't even close.
No. And when you see the replay from a different angle, you're gonna see, okay, this was actually an easy. It looked like a hard finish at first from up top, but up close, no. It should have. He should have hit it.
All right, I'm gonna
Right.
get some coffee. I'll see you
Go
guys.
get coffee. See you soon. I would have scored that. I would have totally scored that. Oh boy, Miles Robinson. Again, we're still in the game. We're doing this with Mihailovic on the field. Free kick for Morocco. Yeah, that was an easy finish, man. Okay, here comes the Georgi Mihailovic again, just passing it. What does Mihailovic even do? Does anyone know what Mihailovic even does? Okay, Morocco now in transition. Blocked by Miles. Good block. Okay, this could be dangerous. Beautiful tackle from Walker. Beautiful. Walker, look, you guys know how critical I am of Walker, but he's had a good Olympics so far. So far. Let's not jinx it. What a tackle from Walker Zimmerman. What a tackle. Honestly, Walker Zimmerman is clear of Miles Robinson. Neither of them should be with the U.S. men's national team senior team, but Zimmerman is clear of Miles. Okay, and here comes Morocco. Long shot over the crossbar. That'll be a goal kick for the United States. 62 minutes. Okay, we go long and we can't play out of the back, and here comes Morocco. And that'll be a throw in for the United States. No, the ball's still in. This could be dangerous. Oh shit, 2-0. 2-0 for Morocco. It's Jover. It's Jover. It's Jover for the United States men's national team in the Olympics. Yeah, it's over now. I don't think we can come back from a 2-0 deficit. And again, let's see the replay of this play. Morocco wins the header. They go down the left against Nathan Harriel once again. I don't know if that ball went out. And then the cross goes in. And Miles was just marking nobody. Miles Robinson again marking nobody. Like Walker was marking the cross, that's fine, but who did Miles have? Nathan Harriel and Miles Robinson. All right. They're saying that's Zimmerman's fault. Zimmerman that he didn't stop the cross. Wait. VAR is checking. The VAR is checking. They're still checking the goal. Dude, Miles Robinson sucks. Also, Harriel has been terrible. No
Harriel
changes
and
for
Robinson
Mitrovic.
and Tolkien, all three of them.
65 minutes, no change from Mitrovic.
How does he not make any changes?
Wait, the goal's disallowed? No, wait, they're checking. They're checking. They're still checking the goal. Did you think that second goal was on Zimmerman? I thought it was on Miles down the middle.
Well, both Miles and Zimmerman were ball watching, number one. First
And
of all, it's
Harriel
on
fell.
Harriel.
Yeah.
First of all, it's on Harriel. Both Miles and Zimmerman are ball watching. So they're partially to blame. But also, Tolkien needs to track his man there.
Oh, now he's... Oh, Duncan McGuire. He said
Oh,
Duncan McGuire.
Of course. Bring the Tronco.
He sent in Duncan McGuire.
Yeah, that's a decent goal. It wasn't out.
You got to be kidding me.
Who's Duncan on for?
I didn't even see, dude. When you put Duncan 2-0 and you put Duncan McGuire.
He took off Yao? Oh, stupid. Well, at least he took off Georgie. But he took off Yao? Oh, it's so dumb. No, this is very mismanaged game. I'm sorry. Very mismanaged. Also, why did you wait for the second goal to make a change when you already needed a goal? God fucking hell, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. So essentially when you look into the Olympics, because let's be honest here, this is over. We're not getting 2 goals in 30 minutes here, especially to do just send Duncan McGuire in. It's probably going to look worse. There are higher odds of Morocco scoring another goal, but essentially we beat. This was the story of our summer. We beat, well, not even every team, but we beat scrub teams like Bolivia, New Zealand, and Guinea. Whenever we got like an average to good team, we lost.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Bolivia, Guinea, and New Zealand.
What a summer.
Did you see that propagandist in chief, Alexi Lalas, trying to say that this team should have been at the Copa America instead?
Yeah, he was asking the question.
Just asking the question.
AH is saying center backs got cooked, pulled way out of position. Well, the first one to get cooked was Harriel. And then Zimmerman tries to cover for it, gets cooked as well. And Miles is just kind of like standing there in the middle of the box like a spectator.
They're ball watching. Both the center backs were ball watching.
They're saying Zach Toomer saying tough to win down 10 men, 65 minutes sleep time. Yeah, it was terrible. He persisted for too long on Georgi Mihailovic. And here's the problem: you take out Georgi Mihailovic, so now you're not playing man down anymore. But you put Duncan McGuire, so you're still
playing a man down.
It doesn't change much.
Duncan was the striker for this team. And he's going to leave this tournament with 0 goals, 0 assists.
Oh boy. Yeah, just and you also just see the team just like we're down and everyone's just like so casual about it, right? The players. Yeah. I'm not saying you need to get desperate, but where's that sense of urgency, that grit? Like here, Booth, good play from Taylor Booth, blowing by Look at Taylor Booth already setting up a play for us. Wow, who would have thought that Taylor Booth could do that? Who would have thought?
See why Booth didn't start more. I don't know. He didn't start a single game in this tournament. Don't worry. Don't worry. Mitrovic will get some cozy MLS job as a reward for failure. That
Yeah, he'll
league
go coach
loves
FC
failures.
Dallas or something.
Yeah, they love failures in MLS.
Oh, 3-0. 3-0.
Shit.
Hakimi. Oh, Schulte. What was that? What was that? Yeah, the problem is we always lacked quality, but never grit. Look at this team. Like, we just look beat.
Yep. Well, the goal is not to. The goal is to change the way that Americans will play American soccer. Just the world views us and stuff.
Pete, remember, what matters is that we had fun. As long
Yeah,
as
they
we
had a great time.
fun.
Somebody quote tweeted, bless her heart, I don't know her name, but she quote tweeted the Greg Berhalter happy birthday post and said, guys, and she was being serious. I thought she was joking at first. She said, guys, remember though, he created a real family atmosphere around the national teams. When all is said and done and all these Twitter monsters are gone from the app, there will be a lot of good moments to look back on. And I was like,
Well,
that statement is everything that is wrong with American soccer.
Well, also it's an ignorant statement. I've spoken to players. I can assure you guys he did not build that family that they talk about. That was propaganda. He built cliques. I've spoken to players. I'm not going to name players, a few of them, and I've heard different stories. And again, it's a load of crap. It's just someone saying that without actually talking to anyone there comes from a position of ignorance and a person that just buys into the propaganda.
She just listens to all the propaganda. Casual, probably. The propaganda. Alexi Lalas told me that they all love each other in camp because that's what Greg told him to say.
It says, don't worry, the U.S. will beat Mexico again. Maybe we're going to play Mexico away. Maybe we'll lose. Who knows? Maybe we'll lose to Mexico. It's funny. Berhalter leaves, and then we give the U.S. a game against Mexico away, which you probably would have finally lost.
Also, can we just dispel the myth for one moment here that this, MLS center backs are actually good and should be in the mix? In 4 games, these guys conceded 7 goals. 7 goals in 4 games. Even the senior team only conceded 2 goals out of 3 games. All right, I'm not saying they, deserve any praise, believe me. But anybody being like Miles Robinson and Walker Zimmerman should be in the mix. These guys conceded 7 goals here in 4 games. We need to stop pretending like this MLS center backs are the solution somehow.
Not 7 goals. You're right. 7 goals, and let's be honest, 2 of those games were against like some pretty. It was honestly like 6 goals in 2 games.
Yeah.
Ignore those other 2, like Guinea and New Zealand. I mean,
oh look, we brought on Josh Atencio, a defensive midfielder.
That's exactly what we needed right now to not concede more goals. AH is saying, what happened to Hoppy after the 2020 Gold Cup finished? Guys, I never call a player finished until he's actually finished. But yeah, Matthew Hoppy is like 23 playing for Middlesbrough's U21. So if he was playing for Middlesbrough's senior team, that was already not impressive. He's in the U21s. So no. Trent Johnson is saying, as an Atlanta United fan, I thought Miles was playing to not get injured during the second half of the season. I think he's just booty cheeks now. He is booty cheeks.
He's always been booty cheeks. He was never a good player.
No,
the only thing
just
he
a good
ever
athlete.
had going for him was his speed. That was it. Even the way he runs, guys, he doesn't run like a soccer player. He runs this weird, like, waddle.
And then Cole saying, I blame the coaches and senior team players who didn't want to come represent their country after they failed at Copa. Also, the overage players. Again, that goes to the culture built by the coaching staff. Why did these players not do, like they talk about this, do they actually love playing for the national team that much under Berhalter?
Or they just love having Boy Scout camp?
Well, and the money too. You make money when you play there.
Well, who was it that Anthony Hudson was saying recently? "Oh, I tell you right now, Christian, especially Christian Pulisic, but these guys, they so badly want to play for the US and they want to win. I think fans sometimes think, oh, do they really want to play? They really want to play. I'm like, shut the fuck up. How dumb do you think fans are? You don't think we can see with our own eyes what desire looks like?
Yeah, it's we can like they think we're all like they think we're stupid. That's the
Yeah.
truth.
Like they're literally gaslighting you. Things that you can see in front of your eyes. Ah, it's not true. It's not true.
Jeff Carey saying, "Tack and Pete, switch over to rhythmic gymnastics for a watch along." Yeah, I watched yesterday the gymnastics. At least the U.S. gets gold there. We do well. Jack Hilt is saying, "Working, just came on the stream. What the F happened?" Well, we got out hustled, out coached, and outplayed. That's
Yeah.
that's the
There's a lot
summary.
to talk about. We'll break it down in the post game. But
Yeah, watch the post game. The post game is where we will go more into details on the issues, player rating. So we'll talk about players in an individual standpoint, each one. And again, remember how we talked about Kevin Paredes having to track back Hakimi, and we didn't do that? We got owned by Hakimi today.
yeah.
Owned by Hakimi. Moises saying, "Tact, when will we wake the F up? Call to U.S. Soccer." I don't know. I'm hoping we'll get a coach for the senior team that, a quality coach. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. S27 saying, "I don't think Schulte is good enough." Honestly, is any American goalkeeper good enough these days? Our summer turned into a nightmare. Yeah, it was a horrible summer, PJ. It was a horrible summer, PJ. And then last but not least, Josep Garza is saying, "Morris's speed and power would be useful right now." No. I don't even think he has the speed and power anymore, Jordan Morris, that he used to. He doesn't have it anymore.
Jordan Morris. Stop. Speed and power.
Yeah, it's there's no other way to put it. The penalty kick was fake. It wasn't a penalty kick, but at the big picture, when you look at the big picture here, Morocco was better. They were far better than us.
They were not only better, they were set up to be successful. We were not. We've played a man down this entire tournament. Today it hurt us. You don't get punished by Guinea and New Zealand for it, but you do get punished by the Frances and Moroccos. And again, this Morocco team is not the same team that went to the semifinals of the World Cup. There's a good team, don't get me wrong, but this is not a bunch of world-class players out here.
Dude, there's still the funny part is they're gonna continue to use Mihailovic's free kick to hype up his Olympics. The dude was
that's
so
the only
bad.
good moment he had in 4 games, and he's the overage player.
Luis Villanueva is saying, "At least we have the women's teams with the right coach and playing the sisters. Saludos." Yeah, the U.S. women's national team looks like a completely different team now under Emma Hayes. They have an identity. The front three has looked wonderful playing up top. It's just a different team. You look at their version of 2023, it was not enjoyable to watch. It was horrible, and the results were terrible. And even in the past Olympics, when we got the bronze medal, the team looks completely different. There's a different culture. There's a winning mentality with the coach, and a coach that also understands the game, unlike a lot of the imbeciles in this country. Will Gregg is saying, "If y'all want to see an actual team and functional federation, the Kevin Durant and the U.S. basketball team plays on Saturday." Well, I've been watching Team USA for basketball. I have been watching them. And I said, I doubt they lose. The Team USA basketball is by far the best one. We have the most depth. That's the best team in the Olympics. I doubt we lose. Flip Silvar is saying, "Colin said Gooch making the final decision on coach." Wait, what?
Colin who? You call him Reed?
Who? And Lyndon Gooch? He's the
he
player.
means Gucci Onyewu.
Oh, Gucci.
But no, Gucci Onyewu is not making the final decision, and anything Colin says should be taken with a massive grain of salt.
And what does he even do in the federation?
Dude, Gooch, do you remember he was actually starting to call out some of the nonsense? And then he got the job at the federation, and it was all like shilling. It's literally a shilling job. He had Brian McBride's job before, right? Like some kind of vice representative. I don't know his exact position, but he's like, it's some weird like vice president of decision making or like relationship building. Oguchi Onyewu. Vice President of Sporting for the United States Soccer Federation. That is the most nebulous title I've ever heard. Vice President of Sporting.
Yeah, what does he do? I don't know what he does.
He's a propaganda artist. Vice President of Sporting. What is that? You're just there to shill. All these great players. That's why I lose respect for a lot of our players once they stop their playing careers. Even though they might have been great players in their day, they stop their playing careers and they become a bunch of sellouts.
Okay,
only one so far that hasn't really is Clint Dempsey.
No, and now he's putting Kremaski in for Paxton.
Oh,
token minutes for Kremaski. It's like we got to give him some.
Don't
minutes
worry,
here.
He plays with Messi in pink, guys, with the flamingo stuff. He's good. He's good.
Dude, they conceded more goals this back line in a U23 tournament.
Yeah, this overage center backs conceded 7 goals in an under-23 tournament.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how he just gives these 10 minutes now to Kremaski, because it's pretty much just like it sounds like a Don Garber call up at this point. That's what it sounds like. And let me see. The U.S. men's national team needs Simone Biles. Well, she's a gymnastic, so she's not helping the U.S. men's national team. Probably the greatest gymnastic of all time. Probably. She was tremendous yesterday. Stephen Nagishi say U.S. women's national team is always greater than the men's national team. I mean, that's not debatable. Look at their accomplishments. Look at the men's accomplishments. Different game, too. TB said, back to life, back to reality. Think about this. South Sudan basketball is closer to the USA basketball than the U.S. men's national team to any top national team. I disagree with that. I think there are higher odds of the U.S. men's national team with the right coach pulling an upset against a top national team than South Sudan actually beating USA basketball. Like, actually beating them. Not coming close, actually beating the basketball team with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Joseph Garza saying the comments on Greg Berhalter's birthday post are theater. Yeah, I don't get what U.S. soccer, why would they post that now? Like, next year, people already forget about Greg. That's fine. But like right now, like a couple weeks after he was fired, probably not the best timing to post happy birthday to Greg.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in the post game, okay?
See you in 10 minutes, Pete. See you in 10 minutes. All right. And then 1 second, guys. Okay, so apparently MLS center backs are no good. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? At this point, it's 3-0 Morocco, and we're just giving token minutes to a few players. Morocco also should probably be resting their guys. And here comes Kremaski. Let's see what Kremaski can do. And he can get a throw-in. Get a throw-in for the U.S. Takes the throw-in to Jack McGlynn. McGlynn back to Atencio. What were these subs, man? So bizarre. So bizarre. Atencio. Back to Harriel. To Miles Robinson. Down the middle. 83 minutes. Out wide to Kevin Paredes. Blocked. The cross is blocked. Barney7181 saying the U.S. men's national team is a macrocosm of America. 20 years ago, Americans loved our country. Since then, we've been programmed to hate ourselves. I mean, do we hate the national team? We don't hate the national team, right? I don't think I don't know if I agree with that. Essentially, I understand. I see a lot of people in the U.S., which I don't understand, that just there. It's true. There's a lot of people in the U.S. that hate the United States. I honestly don't get it. And this is not to say that the country doesn't have issues. The United States has plenty of issues that we must address and fix over time. But I really don't understand the reason why you would live in the US and hate the US. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, to be honest. But that does happen. I don't think that's the case with the soccer national teams, because if we are pulling results, if we're winning, if we're playing well, people will love and support this team. It's just that right now it's been very frustrating to be a national team fan. So you see a lot of hate and people hating on the national team for that reason. I don't know if that's what you meant, Barney, but I think that's here. And Brahimi's even saying, I'm Moroccan and I started to support America out of compassion. Well, thank you for your compassion. We kind of need it right now a lot. We've been sucking quite a bit. And then Juan Gasca saying, super disappointing summer, but thanks for all the coverage and always speaking the truth. Tag. Thank you, Juan. Thank you very much. As Derek from the Straight Red Card would say, right now we're all very flaccid. We're all flaccid. After this summer, we're all suffering of erectile dysfunction at this point. We're definitely not happy. It was a summer that had a lot of potential for the U.S. men's national team to do something special in the Copa America, fight maybe for a medal in the Olympics, but we brought a terrible roster to the Olympics, and nevertheless, we got the result we deserved. We beat 2 crap teams, and we lost to 2 good, semi-decent teams. And the Copa America was a disaster. What I am hopeful for is that we hire a good coach. If we hire a good coach to replace Berhalter, at the end, it might have all been worth it. Maybe, right? Maybe. Stephen Nagishi saying, I hope the new coach brings some much-needed change, like dropping Turner and Weston for the team. Give the captaincy to someone else. Yeah, I mean, Stephen, we all hope, right? We all hope for it. This was a summer with a lot of potential. It could still be considered a success if we hire a good coach, because then we got rid of Berhalter. But again, when it comes to the U.S. Soccer Federation, we have to keep our expectations low. They have let us down way too many times. Way too many times. They have honestly, like if you think about it, if this was a relationship, let's say you're dating a girl, it's as if this girl keeps like flirting with other guys, maybe even cheating on you, and you just keep moving on with it and believing that things will change, and then it never does. It just never does, right? That's how it works with the U.S. Soccer Federation very often. They just keep cheating on us, and we keep giving them another chance, another opportunity, and they keep screwing us over. And every time with the U.S. Soccer Federation is the fan base asks for better, and what they do is they just give us the finger, they shove it right up our rectum, and that's it. That's all they do. That's literally all they do. And let me tell you, U.S. Soccer has a very big finger, very big and long finger, so it hurts. Every time it hurts. And this stream just got very weird. Very, very weird with that. But that's what they do. They get their big, long fingers and they just shove it right up our rectum. That's what they do, U.S. Soccer. And that's why it keeps hurting, and it hurts every single U.S. men's national team fan. And you might be saying, they don't do that to me. They do that to you. They do it to every single U.S. men's national team fan. If you are a U.S. men's national team fan, you have gotten a big finger up your rectum at some point. Okay. Barney7181 is saying the lack of hustle and pride is what I mean. They give 0 Fs about the country. It's all about making money and homies outside of maybe Pulisic and Adams. Well, do Pulisic and Adams actually care? I don't know, man. I don't know if they actually care. I want to believe they do, but it doesn't seem like it, right? They were okay with Greg Berhalter coming back. And again, it has to also come from a coaching staff that builds a culture that demands more. The moment you have a team where the coach plays an overweight Weston McKennie, starts a half-fit Tyler Adams, what does that tell the other players? That maybe working hard is not enough. That like you can just do whatever you want. You have locked-in starters right there, no matter how bad they're playing, no matter how unfit they are. It starts with the coaching staff. You have to build that winning culture from the coaching staff. I don't think it's much to do with the country itself, right? And going on here. Gretchen Little saying, we may have been programmed to hate people we disagree with, but I believe the vast majority of us love our country. Yeah, we're going of America where just everything's very hateful from both sides, right? They're going to talk about this again. I never get into politics and I'm not going to get into politics, but whether you're on the left wing or right wing, it almost feels like we're programmed these days to just hate one side regardless of what they do. So if you're on the left and then you come up with something or with a take that is a good take, everyone on the right will find a way to hate on that. And then when the right wing of the politics comes up with an idea, it's like, hey, that's a good idea, everyone on the left has to hate it. We're just programmed to always hate each other, which is very weird and very upsetting that happens. Uh, because essentially, at the end of the day, what happens is the right wing or the left wing become the same. It's just two different wings from the same bird at the end of the day in the United States that I'm speaking of. And then we're just programmed to hate each other for some reason. And trust me, and a penalty kick here for Morocco. If another penalty kick from Harrio, it hit his hand. It's what it is. This is what our country has become, unfortunately. But hopefully we heal at some point. Hopefully we heal. The funny part about the US is us, the American people, we have a lot more in common than these stupid politicians that people worship. All of them from both sides. For some reason, people worship politicians these days. And what truly happens is we have a lot more common, us, the American people, than any politician that people worship. And for some reason, we go this way. But penalty kick here for Morocco, so they can make it 4, and they're showing no mercy. They're showing no mercy. They're showing no mercy. And that's number 4. That's number 4 for Morocco. Tron Carter saying, please, Tax, stop turning Spicy Jeff on. I'm not turning Spicy Jeff on. What I was trying to say is that U.S. soccer likes to give us prostate exams. They like to give us prostate exams. That's what it is. That's what it is. What a catastrophic summer for the United States men's national team. Honestly, I didn't think it could have been this bad. What a shit summer. What a shit summer. My goodness. 4-0 for Morocco. Like we're not leaving with like a honorable loss. It's embarrassing. Oh my goodness. My goodness. 5-0. A complete mess of a summer for the US men's national team. Yeah, we got to figure it out as soon as possible, man. We have to figure it out as soon as possible. The World Cup's coming up in 2 years. Okay, we're a complete joke right now, and the World Cup's coming up. 4-0 for Morocco. The game's about to end. The ref added 5 minutes for whatever reason, and we are out of the Olympics. We are out of the Olympics. We are out of the Copa America in the group stage. We only got out of our group in the Olympics because we had New Zealand and Guinea, which, no offense, those are terrible teams that Essentially, the Olympics, we got trashed by every single team we played that was decent or good. Morocco's a good team. But again, props to Morocco, just so we don't keep shitting on the US here. Props to Morocco. They out hustled us. They outplayed us. They out coached us. They were better than us. They were better than us. And sure, that first penalty kick was fake. It wasn't a real penalty. But there's no arguing that Morocco was better than us today. There's no way to counter that. Morocco was far better. But everyone, if you want to drop a like in the stream, thank you very much. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't. And if you want to play Underdog Fantasy, the link is in the description of this video with the promo code TMTV. I lost money on Underdog Fantasy today. I really did. I made some shit picks and I'm paying the price. I lost $20. Yeah. And let's just see here. DJ's saying, have some respect for the language that you're speaking and the sport you're interested in. They come from England. So you're saying I can't say soccer? The word soccer's origins are from England. The word soccer comes from England. England. They made up the word. And they used that word in the 60s, 70s. England made the word. We just use it. And we call it soccer in America. And I'm going to continue to call it soccer. I grew up calling it soccer. When I'm in Brazil, we call it futebol. But here, we call it soccer. That's what I'm used to. And that does it. Morocco 4, United States 0. United States men's national team. Well, at least we have the women's national team to look forward to. Hopefully they win a medal. Hopefully they win a gold medal. But the United States is out. Guys, we're going to go to 11 Yanks to talk about this. It wasn't good. It was horrible. It was a terrible performance from the United States. It was full on cortisol ball. And that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys at 11 Yanks, and subscribe if you want to. Tomorrow, I'll do the 7 things we learned video on this one. And tonight, or at 5 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be doing a live watch along for the United States versus Panama in the CONCACAF U20 Championship semifinals. So I'll see you guys for that live stream. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.